You know, women being single in America, they try to celebrate that, but there's more and more women that's starting to come out. Definitely a lot of younger women are starting to say, wait a minute, man, y'all lied to us. And we really don't want to live this kind of life of struggle and it's certain things that men supposed to be doing. Case in point, this young lady is finding out a big problem with being single.
Yeah, I'm trying so hard not to cry right now, but it's not good to be single. Cause I go outside and my car won't start. And I'm not crying because of anything other than the fact that I actually have to think. This is the job of a man. I have to think. I have to find a solution. I don't want to think. I'm so irritated right now.
Now, she's 100% right. There are jobs that men's supposed to do. And it's not for women to be out here underneath the car, underneath the hood of a car. Now, I know some women going to say, well, no, it's okay for women. And women got to know how to, yes, women should know how to at least check the oil, check the water, make sure the tire is right, the tire pressure, make sure you know how to read any kind of gauge in your car, gas, anything. Know how to, if your battery is starting to go down, can you tell? I mean, minor things like that, but when it comes to, the car not starting, you should be able to walk in the house and say, hey, baby, I don't know what's wrong with the car. And he'd be like, okay, let's go ahead and take my car. Let me see what's up with it. And that's how the life they're supposed to live. Just like that. A lot of women in America, you talking about especially this younger generation, the reason why they're looking old on top of all the chemicals that's in the food is because they're worrying about things that my grandma didn't have to worry about. I never see my grandma under the hood of no car. I never seen my grandmother checking no tires, doing anything with the car. Only thing that my grandma would be like, she'll tell my grandpa, you say, hey, I seen the light on. You say, it just came on. You can go check it. And my grandpa go out there and check it. And then my grandpa used to have a cabinet. He always told me that. He said, hey, look, you always have you one of these cabinets. He's saying, you keep you some money in there, a lot of money in there. And one thing I can say about my grandfather, nothing in the house was ever broken. Or the car. He always had money. He'll just go up there. It don't matter how much it was. He'll go up there, unlock that was like his safe. He'll go up there, unlock that, go get the cash money, and pay the person. It was never, I got to wait till I get paid. My grandfather always had a bag to pay for whatever. The washer or dryer went out. Okay, let me go up here and get this money. My grandmother even had a key to it. Now, I know today, these little women today, why can't I have the key to it? They be trying to break into it. My grandmother never asked for the key. My grandmother never tried to pick the lock. She didn't try to break in there. Matter of fact, my grandmother didn't even go up there until my grandfather died. And when my grandfather died, I remember she finally went up there and, he had money in there. He had his gun in there. He had just different paperwork. But that's really what he kept in there. But he had a bag up there, right? And my grandma said, that's what he kept up here all these years. It don't matter if times are tough. He never spent that money. You understand? But these ladies today don't know nothing about that at all. They got to go do everything. Matter of fact, my grandfather used to have some rules by women. He used to be like, hey, women aren't supposed to be going nowhere at night by themselves. A man need to go with them in case something happened on the road or whatever. That was always a rule my grandfather had. He had another rule. Women always drive the newer car. You, as a man, drive the older car because if something happened, you a man. You can deal with it or whatever. Or you on the side of the road is different versus your woman on the side of the road. So you always keep your woman in a newer car and you stay with the older one. And like I said, even to this day, I follow that. To the T. We're in our cars a couple of years, and we out of them and get something else. I don't like to deal with car problems. I just don't. I can't stand car problems. So I say keep them so many years because these cars these days aren't built to last 10, 15 years like they used to. So you do good getting a lease, 3-4 year lease if you want to get out of it, right? And so you don't have to be paying all the interest. Get in your car, pay it, whatever, get right back out. Or if you want to keep it, it's up to you, right? You can keep it. And just, buy it off of them. And that way, at least you're not paying all the interest that you would have paid if you'd have bought the thing up front. So these young ladies today don't have it like that. They have it very hard because they have been sold a lie. They've been sold a lie that you can do it all by yourself, that you're strong and independent. Why do you need to be strong and independent? Why? Why do you need to do it by yourself? There are men that want to do it for you, but sometimes you talk yourself out of a man. Sometimes your attitude removes men from you. Sometimes, I'm not saying that happened to this young lady, but I'm just saying in general, at one point in time in this country, black women were married at the age of 19 as on average. Now, black women is some of them not going to get married at all. What happened? Men still want to get married, believe it or not, but we know many things came about with the government coming in, saying you couldn't have a man in the house. But the interesting thing is they had the same rule in other communities too, with the Asians. Asians were getting welfare, Hispanics were getting welfare, and they figured out a way, and whites figured out a way how they could still keep their man around but get the government assistance. You understand what I'm saying? We kind of just stuck to the rules where the man can't be in the house. Some of them groups are still getting things. Now, of course, they're not checking like you used to check back in the 60s and 70s with that. But if anything y'all want to throw away in 2024, throw away strong and independent. Throw that away. Having your mind, I'm supposed to have a husband, and this is his job. There's nothing wrong with gender roles. There's roles for men, and that's what they should do. And there's roles for women, and that's what they should do. Now, you don't have to believe me. You could think that, hey, women should do everything men could do. Go ahead. And you're going to become a man, and that's why another reason you're single, because men don't want to date a woman in a dress, because at that point you're giving off like you're trans, and then some of the trans women are trying to top y'all on femininity. That's what they trying to do. So why would when a man say he wants a woman, he wants a biological woman he can have children with. He don't want a doggone man. So lean into femininity.